Hello, my fans of criminal justice, and welcome back to Prison Architect. In the last video, we built a small chapel, and we also built things such as the new laundry room and mailroom. So, in this episode, I hope to expand these areas and possibly resolve some of the problems I've had with prisoners right now. So, I've right now the maximum security prisoners who are not in solitary are allowed out so that they can eat and do their thing and such. They seem to be not causing a problem while they're out by themselves. And really, the answer to this, I think, is just going to be that in time, when I actually have the finances, building a separate facility for maximum security. The problem is that requires money and a building, neither of which I have right now. So, need to take care of those issues first. Then we have some stupid prisoner, it looks like here, who is complaining about hygiene. Here's another one complaining about hygiene. And they have a shower right there that they could be using. So, if they're having that problem, they should take care of it. Alright, so we are starting to make some profit. We'll hopefully get the rest of those prisoners housed when our parolees get through. And I'm somewhat thinking I'm going to save up the money and actually buy this piece of land over here. It's going to cost me $80,000, which is an enormous sum. But you know what? I think I've got enough minimum security over here, and I can leave the. I could even have the protective custody with them, but I really need some places for medium and maximum security. So I think that's going to be the priority. Is instead of building the other wing of this portion of the prison, we need the money to go ahead and expand outwards and deal with the real hardened criminals that we have coming in. So let's go ahead. Yes, we've got some money going out because of the tasers that our new guards are going to need. As was proven in the last episode with all the fighting and stuff, we definitely need those tasers to deal with all of these violent criminals. So I guess it's a good thing that we've got the tasers and stuff in. And it's one of those, yeah, I could build a bigger chapel, I could build a bigger mailroom, but you know what? I need a place for these hardened criminals to be staying instead because they're such a problem overall. So that's going to be the first priority. We're going to deal with them first. So let's go ahead and start having them coming through and get some people out on parole. Let's go ahead and make some license plates and stuff. We should be teaching classes this episode, which we were having a problem with that last time. We are teaching classes, so that's a good thing. Are we not using this last parole room for some reason? Let's see. Yeah, we have parole set up in all the rooms. So yeah, we should have them all in use. But it just might be that we don't have enough people up for parole. Oh, and now there's... Nope, still no one in that one. Just might be that we just don't have enough people up for parole right now. So, alright. We did have some people leaving their parole meetings. Good. That just made us a ton of money. Did that get us down to where we can actually house all our prisoners? Not quite. We had a problem going on here. What was going on? Not exactly sure. Alright. Well, we still have 2 prisoners that can't be housed yet. But you know what? That's just tough for them. They'll have to live. We do have some more paroles going on, so they might get housed any day now. And they can be happy about that when they get their housing. You know what I do want to do? I do want to spend the money on. I want to really finish up the entire shop here. So we're going to go ahead and put in the last of the shop fronts that we're going to have in this location. And then we're going to change the logistics of this because we'll have 8 windows in total. So we need 8 employees to work those. And then we're going to have 1 additional employee to stock the shelves. And that way this shop will hopefully be running at maximum capacity. For some reason this shelf is not stocked, so I'm just going to go ahead and dismantle it and put it back in. We have some prisoners working in the library here. This library shelf also is not seeming to be stocked for some reason, so we'll go ahead and dismantle it as well. Alright. Made a little bit of money there. Let's see what the deployment looks like. You know, this area here in particular, I'm going to go ahead and make shared. So that way the prisoners, when they get done with making license plates, can just bring them over here. On top of that, prisoners that are working like the kitchen and such can go ahead and get the goods they need out of there as well. I'm not going to open up this area yet because I'm going to put another gate in up here before I do that. I want to make sure that we have security before I just start letting prisoners roam free. We did get some more money in, though, for more early release prisoners, and now we actually are able to house all of our prisoners. So, great. We can house everybody. Everybody should be happy enough. I'll be happy when I get rid of all the maximum security people. Bladder. Well, you should have thought about that before you went ahead and got yourself into solitary confinement. If it sounds like I don't care about these prisoners, right now, sort of don't. Last episode, they went ahead and killed one of my guard dogs. And, quite frankly, I care about those guard dogs more than I do about most of these prisoners. So, with that being said, yeah, they can suffer in their cells a little bit. They can have the hard time for right now. That's sort of their fault for being in here in the first place. Alright, so we've got most of the mail sorted. That's a good thing. Looks like everything's going well in these other areas as well. I do want to expand out the library and all those places, but first of all, I need to get housing and stuff set up for these different violent criminals. So, I'm actually going to watch right now because they're out and on the loose in the eating area because, unfortunately, I have to feed them. That actually reminds me. I can get legal prep done, and then I could just put them in their cells forever. Then they can just get fed in their cells and everything. That's going to cost me more money. Right now, I think I just want to save up towards that 80,000 that I need to actually go ahead and get the land across the street. Alright, we haven't had anyone being attacked yet or anything, so that's a good thing. Looks like the problems of the previous day have been handled somewhat by making the maximum security just stuck in their cells all the time. They're not going to like that, but tough. That's what happens. You went ahead and did things that got you stuck in this place. People are wanting drugs. People are wanting hygiene. Well, we should have plenty of new clothes coming through with our washing machine, should we not? Maybe I need to add a few more baskets into this place. Let's go ahead and do 6 more. Hopefully that'll help. Alright. So we're nearly up to $40,000 only in one day's time, which is good. That way we should be able to go ahead and get that land purchased across the street fairly quickly. Had some money go out there. That's to be expected, though. It's always going to happen. Alright, so everybody should be asleep. We're going to go ahead and shake down the entire prison again, just as we did last night. Because, once again, these prisoners have gone ahead and gotten on my last nerve. And I want to go ahead and put it up to 55 guards that we have going on here. Alright. So they're going to find people. Those people are going to go to solitary. Simple as it gets. And for the people who are already in solitary, they're going to stay in solitary that way. Alright. We had somebody that had to be tased in the end. Not sure exactly which one. She's overheating because she was just tased. Well, that's what happens when you get tased, lady. If you had not been doing what it was that you were doing that got you tased, you wouldn't have had that problem. Alright, we did find that this one is also a snitch. So you're going to have to go to protective custody. Because while I really care most about not having any of my dogs killed again, I do have to deal with you as well. Here's my legendary prisoner. Is my legendary prisoner the one that's a potential CI? She is. She's the one that murdered my dog. You know what? She's going to be in here for 73 years. And you know what? I might just actually let the people know that she's a CI at a point in time. And so that way they can go ahead and do a little bit of prison justice for my dog there. Sounds like a good plan to me. Alright. All the prisoners should be in this area, so I think we got all the ones that we have possible. So let's go ahead and continue with this shakedown. Somebody else got tased, that's fine. They're making good progress through these cells. Go ahead and finding any of the drugs or anything of that nature that's going on. Alright. So they've gotten through the shakedown for the most part. These people are now out. The violent criminals getting their first meal of the day. Then they'll go back to lockdown here soon enough. Alright, shakedown has been taken care of. We aren't getting any prisoners in today because evidently we don't have any more room for them. Okay, so all we have as far as room is family cells. So, yep, we don't have any room for new prisoners, so that's okay. We'll just have to go with what we got for right now. And let's go ahead and continue going quickly through things. So we got mail in. We can take that up to be put into place. We did have some tasers that got purchased for our people, and that's perfectly fine. I want them to have tasers because definitely I want them to protect themselves against these violent offenders that are coming through this prison. It does look like we are not quite feeding all of our people, which probably has to do with the fact that we do not have enough cookers here overall. I will need to rectify that situation, but the fact of the matter is I think the way I'm going to rectify that situation is by building over here, and that way this should be enough for what this is going to be over here, which is minimum security. This will be where I have protective custody, maximum security, and medium security in their own little cell blocks, separate from one another. The protective custody will be allowed over here to still work and stuff, and I might for right now, because they haven't done anything too bad, allow the medium security over here. If they start to get out of line, then I will go ahead and punish them as well. Alright, so people are complaining about family. Well, you've got phones, you've got visitation room, and you have mail up here. So you've got as much family as possible while in prison. You're sort of stuck in prison. That's not going to change anytime soon. So you have to deal with that. That's sort of the cost of your actions that got you in here in the first place. Alright. We do have some parole hearings going on, so that's a good thing. And we have a bunch of people working down here in the workshop, which is always good. We have 15 qualified now. Hopefully some of them are learning how to actually build some beds and stuff. That would be great news. Do want to actually check on that. Let's see. Programs. The carpentry apprenticeship. Only have 2 have taken it and no one has passed. Gotcha. So we just are not getting people passing the carpentry apprenticeship. So we're not making beds. But you know what? We are having people up for parole, and that's fine by me. If we can have the paroles going on, that'll be good enough. Alright, our violent criminals were out for their lunch, but they did not seem to do anything that was too problematic right now. So that's good. We're having the mail sorted. We just had a bunch of people go out on parole, so that's great news for us. We're already within 30,000 in a 2-day span here of getting that other piece of land bought. which is exactly what I'm wanting. These people are cranking away at making license plates and stuff, which is all good news. We had more prisoners released early. That's great. So we're within 20,000 of where we want to be. And we already have the fact that we're going to get 6 more minimum security prisoners in as well. So all of that is going in our favor. We've got even more exports going out, so we're going to have more money that way. What is going on with these deaths suddenly? Flower has evidently murdered Ruby Rose, who was in here for manslaughter, so I don't exactly care about that. But it looks like she has also killed one of my guards. She has. She has murdered one of my guards. Alright. You know how we're going to deal with this in the end? Change of plans. We're not even going to worry about this for right now. We've got all this money laying around. We are going to go ahead and get our lawyer in. As soon as we get our lawyer in, we are going to have him working on permanent custody within a cell. And those people are never going to leave their cells. That's just going to be the way it is. They're going to be stuck in their cells, and then when I can afford to build over here, I will build over here. But for right now, these people are going to be put into their cells, and they're never coming out. Alright, so let's deal with this criminal behavior that's going on here currently. I'm assuming it looks like she's been taken down possibly, so that's good. She's worried about spirituality. Well, you know what? You do need Jesus at this point in time because you're going to have that problem now. Let's go ahead and take both of these ladies down. Alright, you know what? We need to go ahead and lock down the prison. One of the prisoners here has the keys. She is being taken down. Alright, she has been taken down. Let us go ahead and reopen these doors as we want them. That's why I put these doors on here, so that way they can be locked shut when it is necessary. Right, how many of these prisoners do I have? I have 11 maximum security. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and build a perfect little hellhole right over here for them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That'll work perfectly. Let's go ahead and pause. We're going to build this whole little area right there. And actually this area as well. Alright. We're going to need a staff door on here for right now. Might even leave the staff door on there. But we're going to go ahead and put the maximum security prisoners over here in permanent lockdown. They aren't allowed out of their cells at all. Because this is what happens when they're allowed out of their cells. One of them's dead. Jessica Fox, well, 2 of them are dead. She was in here for aggravated assault and assault. You know what? I mean, I don't really care too much that she's dead, but I do care that my guard was murdered. And then we've got this mess with blood all over that we have to clean up now, thanks to these people. They're completely ungrateful and not thinking about others at all. And this is just not acceptable. Alright, let's go ahead and put another guard in because he's going to have to go ahead and replace the one that's being hauled off to the morgue now. So, everything is being sort of taken care of in that respect. Legal will take 10 hours to get online. And we're going to do that first thing. We're going to get legal online, and as soon as legal comes online, then I believe it's, let's see here, permanent punishments. Sometimes prison is just isn't locked away enough. Your lawyer can file the necessary papers to let you continue to confine prisoners to a cell permanently. That's what we're going to get next. We only need 5,000 for it. We've got that 5,000. We are going to go ahead and get that taken care of. These guys are going to go ahead and build those cells out while we're waiting as well. So that'll be taken care of. So let's go ahead and speed things up. Our good prisoners are dealing with the fact of all the blood and the mess that the misbehaving prisoners have left. So all right. So then here, we are going to go ahead and quick build. Cells. Right there. Once you quick build those cells, then we're going to go ahead and continue this hallway down. We actually want that built, and this to be open. This is going to come all the way over here, except for the last 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. So just like that. That's going to be like that. And then we are going to quick build cells like this. You know what? They're not even going to have plumbing and stuff at first, probably. That's fine by me. They have put themselves into this situation. This is entirely their fault. Then we're going to go ahead and build cells. 1, 2, 3. Like that. We should have 1, 2, 3. Like that. Alright. Then we are going to need a large jail door here. And some brick right there. And then down here, we need to go ahead and dismantle that door. We're going to need a large jail door there as well. Alright. Let's go ahead and have the water come down along here. Then we'll plumb the cells actually afterwards. This area is going to be a dark part of the prison for the most part. They're only going to have the lights that are actually in the cells themselves. You know what? That's fine by me. Actually, that would involve me actually putting a power supply over here too, like the other places have. And for right now, I don't have the money for that. So they're not going to even have power in their cells as far as lights. Maybe this will teach them the lesson that they should have behaved better. Instead now, they just get to suffer. Alright, sleep time. You know what? Let's do a tunnel search. Really don't have the guards and stuff to do the major search. So let's go ahead and just do tunnels for right now. How is legal coming along? Legal's got 6.5 hours left. You know what? For right now, regime-wise, their shower time can be... You know what? We're going to go ahead and put their sleep time back to the same as everybody else's. They can have their shower time there. Then they're going to have lockup all the way along there. Lockup still down there. It's going to be like that. That's the way it's going to be. You're going to be locked up the entire time. Okay, we've gone ahead and found a tunnel in one of our cells here. Seriously, it's like, I try to be nice to these prisoners, and all they do is try to escape. This just goes to show all that, nicety kind of thing of take care of the people, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. It just doesn't work. The mayor is right. We should just be hard on these people. We need to make it where they actually just stay in their cells, stay where they belong, and treat them like the animals that they want to act like. Alright. Now let's see here. Planning wise, I have to go 1, 2, 3. Get an angle in here. Alright. I'm gonna spend the money on that. Not because I like my prisoners, but because of the fact that I don't trust these ultra security prisoners here. If they're allowed to, they will just cause problems. So we need to ensure that we have power running into this area so we can see. Alright. So that should get us power to these cells. Once they are built, then we can go ahead and just make this maximum security over here. Alright. We have repaired the damage that the darn prisoners did to their cells. We have these cells almost entirely completed. So let's go ahead and pause, because otherwise it's going to try to get us a bunch of prisoners in here who we really don't need right now. These cells are not just for anybody. These cells are special cells. They are only for our really horrible monsters of the prison to be shoved over here and pretty much forgotten about. Alright. So logistics. Deployment. This is going to be maximum security. Not right now, it isn't, because I need to put in that door. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm just going to have to not take in intake for right now. We're closed to new prisoners for right now. Alright, so we won't have any new prisoners coming in because we need to get this set up first as being the new maximum security area. So we'll go ahead and put in that jail door there, which should take care of walling this off. And unlike other jail doors, we're going to keep these jail doors shut for the most part. They don't get unlocked unless it is by an actual guard. Once again, these people have earned this right with the way that they've conducted themselves. Alright. Power will be set up here shortly. The last two cells are going to come online. Most of the water is ready to go. So once this door is put in place, then we can go ahead and name this as maximum security. Yes, so she's going to be in here for 78 hours, and she's having a problem with her bowels. Well, you really should have thought about that before you did what you did. You know what? The other thing I thought about over here is they shouldn't have TVs in their cells. But you know what? I don't want to actually dismantle these cells right now because of it. Because these cells are going to, in the end, turn into medium or minimum security cells in the long run. So I don't want to bother with taking the TVs out when I'm just going to put them back in later. Their notebook page. Alright. So let's go ahead and see where we are with things. Lawyer is about 6 minutes away. We already do, I believe, have an office set up for him. So we can just go ahead and hire him as soon as we have the money then. So that won't be an issue. We'll also be, well, hopefully we'll be making some money here decently when we start selling some of these license plates and such that we've got laying all over the place. Got another person here that's naked weightlifting. Then she puts her clothes right back on as soon as she's done weightlifting. It's very interesting that way. She only takes them off to weightlift. She does not want to get her outfit messed up by sweating in it too much or something, I guess. I think that's what she's doing. Alright, so we already put one of the maximum security prisoners up here. Good. That works out perfectly. We have now gotten this area set as a separate area. So we're going to put this as maximum security only. You know what? Because of that, I'm going to put this as minimum security. Which then should mean that all of these maximum security people should then be migrated up to this area up here and assigned to one of these cells. She's got 9 hours still in here. She's got 10 hours in here. We'll have to make sure that these last few do end up going up to the new maximum security area. Because that's where I want them to be. This area, I mean, the medium security can probably be in here. The protective custody can be in there. They've been behaving themselves. It's only the maximum security that's been causing the major part of the problem. And hey, guess what? Some of you are in cells that don't have running water. You know what? I'm not even going to be nice enough to sell these license plates for you. You're just going to be stuck in there for right now with no running water. You can think about what you did in order to get up here. And you can hold those bowels until you get some running water. That's just as simple as it gets. Alright, so she's going to get out and be hopefully put up there in a little bit. We're going to have prisoners that are unable to be housed probably by the evening time. But hopefully that will get rid of these other few in here, other than our key one, who's now Naked Flower, because she's the one that did all the murdering and such. So she's going to be in there for some time. And that's just going to be the way it is. Alright, we do have people coming in to do parole hearings and such. we can go ahead and reopen intake to fill the capacity. So we will go ahead and do that. I will need to change this back to shared custody before those people get in here because I don't want that to cause a problem overall. We had several people starting a fight. It might be because of the fact that they don't have cells right now. And I think that I just need to take care of, so let's make this back into shared. I don't need them starting a fight. That did seem to ease the temperament of people overall. So, that's a good thing. Alright. Definitely do hope when these people are getting out of solitary that they are coming up. Let's see. That one still has 7.5 or 7:57 minutes. That one is 7:50. So they still have a long while to go in theirs. So I just don't want to deal with them right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and fast forward time here. We're getting some money in. As soon as we start selling things, we'll get some more money in. We did have things just actually go out right now, which cost us a bit, but that's alright. We are having a bunch of parole hearings going on, so that's not a bad thing at all. Alright. We did get money in. So first things first, let's go ahead and hire our lawyer. Oh, we need 5,000 to hire him, not 500. Well, I guess in that case, I'll go ahead and put some plumbing up here. Just so I don't hear about that too, that they don't have a bathroom or whatever. Alright, so we've got plumbing up there for them. They should be perfectly fine. You know what? I am also going to hire, as soon as I can, an armed guard. And this is going to be his area up here. You guys get out of line, I will give him permission to shoot you. That's what we're going to do. And actually for that, I want the armed guard enough. I'm not allowed to sell that. That's actually steal. But I can sell this. I can sell this. Let's go ahead and sell this one as well. There we go. We have an armed guard now. That is his area. Alright, deployment-wise. Assign armed guard. This is his area to watch. No, actually, we're going to make it a patrol route even. We're not even going to just have it as an assigned thing. Let's go ahead and put it as a patrol. Once in a while, when he wants to mix it up, he can go ahead and walk in the middle area as well. There we go. That's your new patrol route. They act up, shoot them. I'll probably get you a second armed guard up there, so that way we always have somebody. We have made a bed. We have Grace Welch. She's in here for aggravated burglary, but she has the capabilities of actually making a bed. Good job, Grace. Very happy about that. Very, very happy. Alright, so even with all the horrible things of, these horrible maximum security prisoners going on, we still have the ability to make beds now. That's wonderful news. Alright. Oh, we still had one more dog bed to put in here as well. Do you want to take care of that as well? So put in that dog bed. That way the dogs will have plenty of room to roam. Alright. We need money for our lawyer, though. We are going to need some more money to come in. Probably when some of these people get out on parole and stuff, that'll be a good thing for us. How is our cleaning cupboard doing as far as people? You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go with 10. Prison's been looking a little bit dirty, so let's go ahead and get 10 of them in here. We have the money for them right now? No, we don't. I keep thinking smaller numbers, but it's 5,000, not 1,500, 5,000. How much do these beds sell for, I wonder? Curious to see on that. Very happy about Grace, though. She has shown what teamwork can bring in this prison and stuff. So this is what I had wanted to see in the prison. I wanted to see people working hard, trying their best. You know, we got people here that are willing to sell you goods and stuff. You can buy things. We got prisoners who are being released. You know, everything's going right. The only people who are causing problems in this prison are these prisoners up here. And with these released prisoners, then I will be able to afford this lawyer. So I'm just waiting for them to go ahead and do their job there. Right. We've sorted all the mail for the day, so that's a good thing. Perfect. We can get him in, and with him being in, we can go ahead and unlock permanent punishments. That's going to take basically 24 hours. So for these 24 hours, they're going to be starving to death in their cells. But that's fine. You know, because I'm lazy, I probably don't even have to have them starve to death here. Let's see. Where is the wall of the kitchen going to be in the end? Because it's going to be pretty much the identical design to what we've got here. Alright. For some reason also this wall was never completed. Not exactly sure why. But alright. So, we're going to go ahead and put... We're just going to name this area Canteen. And in this way, they will be let out of their cells. Let's see, how many spaces did I have here? Alright, so I had another canteen, then 1, 2 spaces before the... Alright, so... Another serving table there, then 1, 2... Then the chair, then the table. If I had actually put the bench next to the table, that would help. Alright. And I did it again. Alright. There we go. So we have a canteen area for them. We're going to put in a couple lights in the canteen area. We'll go with one there, one there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that should be enough light. That should get them where they can see where they're eating and stuff. this kitchen is supplying that as well. Actually, this kitchen should supply that. Is this kitchen not capable of doing both? Well, I'd rather it be that format than overall. That I think is better than the way that we had it before. So, this kitchen, which is closer, will go ahead and supply the food for this area up here, which deployment-wise then should be... This is all just maximum security. And then we will go ahead and change the regime. What did I accidentally click on? I do not want that parole room to be maximum security only. Alright. I am randomly clicking on things. Alright. Make that what it's supposed to be. Get out of deployment so that I do not randomly click on things when I'm going to regime. And what we're going to do is, they can eat all day long. Because that's the only area they're allowed in. They'll be allowed to eat all day. They can have a good old time at Eden. That is the thing that they are allowed to do. So, they'll be allowed to do that. On top of that, we'll go ahead and put a few weight benches in here. We're going to put them up where the light is and such, because we don't want these people acting out or doing anything they shouldn't be. So we'll have those up there, and we'll go ahead and put in a few prayer mats as well up here, because these people definitely need to pray about what they've done. I'll be nice enough that we're going to put a single payphone, I guess, on this wall right here for now. So we got a single payphone for them there. Oh, you'll get food soon enough. See, somebody's bringing you up food right now. Behave yourselves, you won't have a problem. You know what? With us having this area the way we do, we're going to have, during the day, so let's see. They're allowed to eat from 7 a.m. till 9 p.m. You know what? Because otherwise you will have problems with that as well. We're going to go ahead and put a toilet right here. And we're going to go ahead and put a shower head right here. So during the day, you got everything you could possibly want. Additionally, we're going to go ahead and put, let's see, where is it? We're going to put a library shelf over here as well. It might get stocked with books. I don't know. If it doesn't, that's your problem. But you might get some books in. You never know. If you don't, tough luck. Alright, so we're putting that back in place. That reminds me also that I had a shop shelf here that also has been taken away. So, let's go ahead and put that back in. Alright, guard pavilion. Place in yards and open areas for the guards, armed guards to watch over your prisoners. Assign guards via the deployment. Increase the level of suppression in that area. Guards are sheltered from the weather. Guard pavilion corner. Huh, interesting. I don't really need those, but it's interesting that I have them. So, alright. Let's go ahead and get out of objects then. And with some of this extra money, we can have 2 more armed guards. One of them is just going to be deployed in here, period. So I'll have this guy doing his rounds here. We'll have the other one deployed in here, and we'll have the third one on break who can come and relieve somebody when they're tired. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and put some plumbing in here. just like that. There. So that way, even when you're on your time here, uh, when you can eat and such, you can always use the restroom and such if you need to. And then if you act up out here, then the next step is quite simple. Then you're going to get permanent solitary. So this is sort of your last chance. And quite frankly, like with Rose and stuff, I'm hoping she acts out. That way our guards can go ahead and shoot her. On top of this, we've got the normal guards assigned here. Let's go ahead and have 3 of these. Well, actually, it's supposed to be an armed guard there. Alright, so we have an armed guard patrolling, 2 walking around here as well. So that's all taken care of. Alright, so everything's taken care of up there. And we've got Welch here just building away. What does she need? She needs a restroom. You can use a restroom whenever you need to, Welch. If you need to skip work for a little bit to go do that, you do that. You're my master builder right now. I'm very happy with you, so you've got some privileges going on. Okay, so for the time being, we have suppressed those prisoners nicely because they deserved it. We're going to go ahead and build out this area. I don't know why it made me just suddenly go down there, but did. Grant completion. Oh, wow. All right. Completed a grant. We don't really have any other options as far as grants. We have 2 more hidden ones, and probably those are going to be for the sheer size of the prison. So we need to get up to 200 cells in order to get to the next one, which we're only 2 cells short of, actually, so that's sort of ironic in a way. But not going to worry about that just yet. Let's go ahead and get some of these other things taken care of that we can do for right now, including going ahead and putting in the last 2 shop presses here. Can this power generator handle that? Looks like it should be good too, so that's going to be good. And in addition to that, I want to go ahead and start putting in some more guard towers around this place. Because if people start to act up and try to escape, I do want them to be shot down during their escape attempt. Alright, so we've got those guard towers on that side built. We still need 3 more on that side, so we need 7, no, just 6 more. Alright, so we're getting closer on that. We've expanded this area, or we're having it expanded, so that'll be good news. These prisoners are getting to be just out here by themselves. And they seem to be just doing it, so that's working out okay. Since we reinstalled that shelf, it seems to actually be in stock now, so that's good. This bookshelf has not been yet, but hopefully it will be in the near future. We'll see. Alright, they have been finally let out of that area, so that's good news. Actually, that is the bad thing here. I actually did do that in a really problematic way overall. Let's go ahead, and we're going to need to do 2 doors on this area for right now. Because if I take out that other door first, then it's going to screw up my security area, and I do not want that. So if you guys could build that first, I'd appreciate it. I'll go ahead and lock this door open for you so you can get in there and take care of that as quickly as possible. We do have some books going somewhere. Where are these books going? Are they going to go onto this shelf right here? That would be awesome if they do. They are. Awesome. Alright, so that shelf is getting stocked somewhat. What does she have in her hands here? Concrete floor. Okay, so she's going to build something. Good for her. Alright. So it looks like most of these people have been moved immediately up to the maximum security area. I've got one coming out in 31 minutes, so I'm very curious to see how that goes here. Alright, so let's go ahead and build that wall, if you will, please. to open this for you. That's fine. There you go. Alright, so that's worked out okay. Now let's see deployment. So now this area is just maximum security. And with that being said, then I can go ahead and leave that door locked open, which is what I want for right now. Realistically, this door will be locked open when this becomes minimum security. But for right now, because of the dangerous criminals I have in here, it needs to stay the way it is. Alright, this prisoner will be out of here in 5 minutes. And I want to see where they go. Yeah, you're wanting clothing and stuff. Well, once again, you should have thought about these things before you did what it was that got you stuck in here in the first place. Alright, she's being let out. Fine, I'll even open it for you. Then I'll go ahead and tell them to repair that as well. She is in the wrong area to eat right now, but I'm going to keep an eye on her because everybody else is eating right now too, and I really don't want to disrupt their eating. Okay, she decided she wanted to use the restroom first, so she dumped her food on the floor and went to the restroom instead. Everybody else is going to lockup. Thinks she's going to lockup as well. That's fine. Where is she going is the question. Thinks she's going to a cell down here, which is not what I want. Oh, she just got handcuffs on her. So let's see what happens then. She might actually get escorted up to where I want her to be. That would be a good thing. So, she is being escorted. This is the lobotomy lever. So, let's go ahead and speed things up. This is taking a while to get her escorted. It does look like she is being escorted up to the maximum security area. So that works out great. Also, let's go ahead and do a full-on shakedown for this particular night. See what we're able to find overall. And some books have been put onto that shelf, so that's great. Does not look like any books have been put onto that shelf, but that's not really my problem right now, is it? Alright, so it looks like lobotomy lever is going to be put into one of the cells up here. That's wonderful news. So she can be put into her new little hellhole with the rest of the criminals. Additionally here. Alright, this looks like it's pretty much been built out. I want to dismantle that wall and that wall. Then I'm going to build... Well, I can't build that wall right now. Alright, go ahead and dismantle those two pieces of wall first. Alright, she has been put into her new cell. And she's being immediately searched. She's complaining about clothing, but she probably will have clothing in her new cell. It looks like they've been stacking clothing into the new cells quite well. And it does look like her cell is one of those that has new clothes there. So she doesn't even have that as a complaint. She can use the restroom if she wants. She's probably starving to death, but she'll get food at a point. That'll be fine. Alright. So all is good with that. Alright, so that's being taken care of. I want to see these guys go ahead and demolish these walls up here. So that way, this area can be completed then. Perfect. Now that that area is completed, let's go ahead and finish it the way it's supposed to be. Alright. Now as far as objects in each of these rooms, let's put in what we can. For one, let's go ahead and dismantle this altar because it's in the wrong location now. And we're going to put a few more sorting desks in here. As well as some more tables. think the way we'll do it is we'll skip one there, skip one there, and then we will go ahead and put some bins in here as well. Put a bin there, a bin there, and a bin there. And that'll be plenty of room in there once everything's taken care of, once this wall is built and such, where we'll then be able to have enough sorting of mail for the entire prison facility. I think that'll work out fine. Objects-wise, we are going to need some more lights in these facilities, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and put lights there instead. Dismantle these two lights because they're just a bit too close. Alright, can't put those pews into their places yet because I need the altar moved out of that area. Alright. And let's make sure that our power is running up far enough. Looks like it probably will be because of this power line here. So let's go ahead and let them get to these tasks overall. Alright, now that they've dismantled the altar, we can put it where it's actually going to go. So it's going to be right there. Now we can go ahead and put some pews. Looks like we don't have the money for the other pews. So, we'll assemble the things we can. We have 2 separate rooms there. That's going well. Let's see, logistics-wise, we can now up the jobs in here. Still only says max jobs 3. Interesting. Wonder why it's only max jobs 3 in there. I have all these sorting desks. Oh, because I haven't extended the rooms. That's why. Alright, so, mail room. Is that whole space now. And then chapel is now this whole space. That way everybody can get their worship on, and now I should... There we go. Let's go ahead and put 6 people into there for right now. Electricity-wise, it looks like we just don't quite reach that final plug, and I don't have the money to extend it for right now. We'll have to do that soon enough. See if we can get some exports going out, and that'll take care of it for us. We'll be able to once the guards have done their actual searches and such. Alright, we actually have 32 prisoners coming in as well, which will be a good thing for the prison. I think I'll have those prisoners come in, I'll finish off those 2 rooms, and that's where I'll go ahead and end this episode then. So, alright, we've got some money in, let's go ahead and spend some money. Actually, I have 8 sorting desks there, I might as well have 8 employees to work at them, even if they don't have that much to do yet. Well, you know what? That's just foolish to have them in there for right now. 4 can handle the size of the prison we have. Alright, let's get the utilities run, so that way, probably if I get it to there, it'll power that light. I'll hope. Let's go ahead and buy the additional objects we need to finish off the chapel, other than flooring. Pretty much everywhere in this prison needs flooring still put in, but that's going to be a later thing. For right now, we're just making a nice giant chapel so that they can be happy in that. They'll have plenty of room to worship in. should be very happy. Alright. Don't need it going at full speed, but let's go ahead and sell some of this stuff down here. Definitely not selling the wood at this point because we have that prisoner that actually can use that wood now and is actually making us a few bets. So we want to encourage her to keep doing what she's doing. Alright. We'll sell all these license plates, though. Those we don't really need. Alright. Let's pause real fast, so that way it doesn't take all our money away. And let's see if that can finish up the prayer mats. Almost. We're going to put prayer mats there. Probably not prayer mats in front there, so we only need like $150 more. Do we have any more? We have a few more license plates we can sell. Alright. Let's go ahead and sell those license plates. That'll be enough right there, but let's go ahead and get all of this money in. Alright. And with that money, then we can go ahead and put in the last of the prayer mats, and we can call the chapel officially done. So the chapel's done. The mail room is definitely good enough for right now. Laundry's up and running in a good way. So all of those things have been taken care of. Hopefully that power will run up there. Then really the only thing is expanding the library more, which we will probably do with some of the money that's going to be coming in here over the next little bit. So everything's going according to plan there. Perfect. Alright. So let's go ahead and let them get this set up here. They have about an hour to do it. They're working away at it. They haven't quite gotten it finished yet, but they're getting close. And once they're done with it, then we will have this extra money coming in, and we're going to spend that money on the library. These people are out and about. They've eaten some. They're getting some worship on. One person's on the phone. We're getting some more food in, so you want food, you can get it. You got that perfectly fine. Alright, we got a bunch of money in right there. And before it's all spent on me, I want to spend a decent amount of it. Oh, we are so close to having that completed. Alright. I just need a little bit more to sell. You know what? I'm going to sell... I really don't want to sell anything that's there right now because they're actually using that stuff. And they're using it properly now. So I'm just going to have to be patient and wait for a tiny bit more money to come through. Then we can have the library fully decked out. Not enough money off of that. Got all these new prisoners that came in. I should go ahead and check to see if I have anybody else. Yes, I do. Alright. Darth Alice. Killed billions of people on the planet Malarkar. It was only at the end of her campaign on Malarkar that the Jedi were able to capture her and take her to prison. Okay, sentence for intent to supply. Yeah, I think somebody has definitely been sampling the goods if they're making those kind of assumptions about her. Alright, Isabella Sadler, 1 year for voyeurism. And she's a snitch, so we need to definitely protect her. We have ex-law enforcement. Mina is the youngest of three daughters of an infamous crime boss, only known as the Reaper, in the city of Valence Hill. She is a wild one. Police are still looking for the people that went missing from her parties. Those they found aren't whole. Okay, but she was also a law enforcement person as well. Interesting combination. Oh, welcome to my prison. You are in protective custody, which means you pretty much have free roam of the place. Alright, so that's all good. Let's go ahead back to... Uh, we need a little bit more money to put in the last of these bookshelves here. Well, we got money in, but we had money go out for trees and such too, so that's a thing right now. We do have a few more people hopefully learning about making beds. If they could make a bed or two, I'd love that. We did get more money. Awesome. Alright, so these ladies are working hard here. They're selling items like crazy. And we can put in the last bookshelf here. So we have completed this area finally. Alright. That's great news. And with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. If you've liked the episode, please go ahead and click that like button. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so that you're made aware whenever I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and remember, behave yourselves out there, otherwise I may have to build a new cell for you.